Welcome to The Review, the show where we give you a basic overview of the latest Hollywood blockbuster film by giving you some tips on how you and your date can have a wonderful night by giving you details on how my date went. I'm your host, Hollywood KD. The movie we'll be reviewing tonight is Iron Man, directed by Jon Favreau, starring Robert Downey Jr., Jeff Bridges, Gwenyth Paltrow, and Terrence Howard Jr. The breakdown. Billionaire playboy and weapons of mass destruction industrialist Tony Stark is kidnapped by some Afghanistani mercenaries, and while in captivity they want Tony to build them a high-powered missile. So while he in the cave, he builds himself a new heart and an armored suit to break himself up out of captivity. And with that new heart, he finds himself some humanitarianism, and when he gets home, he goes back to the lab and builds himself a high-powered armored suit and turns himself into the vigilante known as Iron Man. Yeah, man, the truth here is, I'm a fan of the superheroes or the rich billionaire type, like Batman. You know, the ones that buy themselves into existence as superheroes. Can you say ballin'? Unlike the mutants or those that get transformed by some scientific experiment gone bad, these are real human beings. They feel pain, they hurt, and then after a day of fighting criminals and saving the earth from potential destruction, they go out and just buy themselves a Lamborghini. Come on now, can you say ballin'? Now, something I want you to pay attention to is the first prototype of the Iron Man suit. It closely resembles 1987's RoboCop. Can you say somebody might be making a comeback? 1985's Weird Science. Robert Downey Jr. plays a high school student who goes to these other high school students and they want them to build him a female. In that experiment, they end up building a weapons of mass destruction missile. Now, fast forward to 2008. Robert Downey Jr. plays Tony Stark. And guess what Tony Stark's making a living at doing? Building weapons of mass destruction. Come on now. The date. Now, is a guy flick. Unless your lady just cool like that and she like action. However, if she doesn't, so we won't leave her out, I want you to call her up and let her know that you want her to put on a nice summer sundress. And hopefully she'll have one that's yellow or red. And then, underneath that, I want you to have her put on some yellow or red panties. She might look at you like you crazy. However, by the time you get into the movies and see Iron Man's ostentatious suit, she'll understand where you're coming from and she'll get the theme of the night. 2. In every one of these movies there's a romantic subplot. This one between Robert Downey Jr. and Gwenyth Paltrow happens on the balcony. There's a scene where they are about to kiss. Now right after that scene is over and everything is still quiet, here's what I want you to do. I want you to lean over to her and say, how much do you think that dress costs? Conversations about fashion, she'll love it. Trust me. 3. Now, I want you to stick around for the final scene after the final credits are run. It's a nice surprise and I want you to see that. However, right after that, I want you and your lady to go and have some drinks. And since it's the springtime, maybe you all can just go do some ice cream or something. I really don't care. But what I want you to do is, I want you to open up the conversation by asking her this. What kind of jet did Jeff Bridges have to get from New York City all the way to Malibu that will keep some pizza warm enough to eat? Come on now. The rating. To give this rating, I gotta take a line from my main man Tony Stark when he first found out how to make his jet propulsion system work. This movie here, oh yeah, it can fly.